What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rebel here, and Animal Crossing sure is great, isn't it? But it's not without its flaws. So for today's episode, 5 changes that I would like to see to Animal Crossing New Horizons, and 3 of these things I know I have not heard anybody else bring up. Somebody else might have, but I didn't hear it brought up. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first I do want to apologize for the unfrequent uploads. I do have a child on the way, my firstborn. I'm super excited. Due date is June 16th, they say. So yes, I've got a lot going on right now, so please forgive me for the unfrequent uploads. After a while, uploads will resume as normal, but in the meantime, just because it's so hard for me to get a video out, if you have any video ideas that you would like to see me handle, tackle, whatever you want to say, just comment down below and let me know, and I'd be more than happy to chime in and give my 2 cents or a little tutorial or whatever you want to see. Just let me know down below, and let's get right into it. So the first change I would like to see is something that I actually thought existed in the game. I was told in multiple articles that this would happen, yet it has never once happened to me, and that would be when going through the morning announcements, Isabelle is supposed to let you know when there's going to be a meteor shower. However, she's never once let me know when there was going to be a meteor shower. Maybe it's because I tend to play in the morning or early afternoon and rarely tend to play at nights, especially with the game being out about 2 or 3 months. It's a little bit harder once I've already done all of my daily chores to turn the game on at 7 or 8 and run around my island once looking for Celeste. So what I would like is to actually get notifications earlier in the morning of a reports of clear sky, so I know preemptively to log on at night and come back and play the game more. I don't know why Animal Crossing wouldn't want that. Let me know to come back and play later in the evening for a chance to see some shooting stars. I don't know why that's asking for so much. I don't even think I've ever had a villager. Maybe once, but that was after I've already found Celeste, that they said, wow, the sky is sure clear tonight. It's like, yeah, well, that's probably why Celeste is here. I don't think that it should be a requirement for me to just check at night whether or not she's gonna be there. I just think it would be pretty easy to let us know, especially since I think we're past Taurus on the constellation chart. Not entirely sure, because I don't know anything about constellation charts, except for that we were in Taurus, and before that we were in Aries. I think before that is Pisces, and then Aquarius. I'm going backwards, though. I could go backwards, I can't go forwards through the constellations. So that's the first thing. Meteor shower notifications. I think it really stands out to me because I was told that Isabelle would let you know, and she's never let me know. So moving on, let's try to mix it up a little. Here's one I'm sure you all know, but I do kind of want to give my opinion on it, and that is tools breaking. It's annoying, especially at this stage in the game. The fact that there aren't tools that last longer than 2 days with something that you actually use is a little ridiculous. Sure, my bug net and fishing rod will end up lasting a while, but I don't really fish too much. I normally catch the fish I need to and then just kind of ignore it unless I'm really hunting for bells, but with the turnip stalks, it's, you know, fishing's fun. I prefer bug catching now. I think I used to like fishing more. Now I like bug catching because you can tell if it's a high bell bug as opposed to a high bell fish. You can't really tell that based on its size. You have to kind of fish it out and see what fish it is. Either way, tools breaking is really annoying, especially when it's a shovel and I'm halfway through my daily routine and I see a bunch of flowers that bred and I gotta dig out the ones that are cool hybrids and get rid of the other ones, and then my shovel breaks and I've got like 8 more flowers to dig up, and it's like, oh great, I guess I'll go all the way back to the store and buy another shovel. Yes, I buy all of my tools because I'm too lazy to craft them myself. Also, I have so much crafting supplies, I now just sell every crafting supply except gold that I end up getting because I just have so much saved and don't really use it. That's not really a complaint, I'm just letting you guys know. So tools breaking, how would I like to resolve this? With golden tools that never break? That would be amazing. That would be really cool because it would match what gold tools were in every other Animal Crossing game. An infinitely superior tool that would never break. However, with certain gold tools, I'm not exactly sure, like the golden slingshot. Does it last a lot longer than a normal slingshot? It doesn't shoot out 3 pellets like they did before. So I don't know, I feel like gold tools aren't really worth as much and they still break. So while I would like a version of each tool that didn't break, I understand it not being in there, but I would like to know ahead of time before my tool's about to break. I've seen people put a little HP meter next to the tool in the menu. No. here's what we gotta do. We gotta put a visual marker of wear and tear onto the item in the game. Not in the menu. Maybe in the menu. Was it in the menu in the older games when the shovel, or not the shovel, when the axe would start cracking? Was that in the menu too, as well as on the actual axe you're holding? Because I thought that was pretty clever. The axe actually gets a small crack in it, and then once you get to the third stage where it's gonna break, it gets a big crack in it. I'm pretty sure they could add that to every tool. A bug net that starts getting holes in it. A fishing rod that that has a crack in it, or the strings all like coming out of the thing, or something. I don't know. There's got to be some way, like a crack in the pole as it comes up. It's just cracked a little. I have no idea. Something like that would be pretty cool, because then before the tool breaks, we know that we're gonna have to go get another tool, or should prepare with a duplicate of that tool. I think that makes a lot of sense. I would like a visual marker on the tools, just letting us know when the tools are gonna break. I don't like the HP bar, because that's too precise. I like it being in increments of 3. Brand new, small wear and tear, large wear and tear. I think that's perfect. I think that would really work well in this game, because it is super annoying that your tools break. Number 3. This one is big for me. This one was big, and it's a big shocker that I was actually incorrect about my presumptions about this. And this is turning down recipes from your villagers when they are in their house crafting. Why can you not turn down a recipe that you already have? I already have it. I don't need it. However, and yes, I did test this, if you go, if you don't have the recipe that they're making, you can turn it down. You can say, I don't want it. I don't want this recipe. Thanks, but no thanks. And they're like, oh, okay, fine then. And then they go back to building it, and then you can talk to them again and then say, what are you doing? Building this. Would you like to learn? And then you could say yes. You can keep asking them, saying no, and then finally say yes. What's completely bizarre to me is that you can't turn down recipes that you already have from villagers. Now, why? Why can't I turn down recipes that I already have? I already have it. I don't have a need for it. You can't put it in storage. They all only sell for 200 bells each, which is really small. They should, if they sold for like 2,000, I wouldn't be complaining. But 200, that's kind of lame. You know, you can't store it. They don't stack. If you leave them out, it counts as clutter, and you don't get a 5-star island if you have 15 or more. So it's just completely bizarre to me that you can't turn down recipes you already have. I have to take them. I don't drop them anywhere. I don't really have anybody come visit my island, so I don't have any friends that I would feel obligated to give these recipes to. And I just have to not be able to stack them, have them waste the space in my inventory, and then only sell them for 200 bells. I just wish that you could turn them down. If I already have it, I don't want it. Why is that so hard to understand? Yet what's even more baffling is that if I don't have it, I can turn it down. I don't know. That does not make any sense to me. I feel like with a new recipe, with one you don't have, you shouldn't be able to refuse it. Just take it, just learn it, and add it to what you can make. Why do you even have the option to turn it down? But with one you already have, where you don't need to learn it again, and they only sell for 200 bells, why not let me turn it down? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't think I've heard anyone complain about that, and that is just a baffling thing to me. And moving on to the 4th thing, mass crafting. Yes, mass crafting. I would really like that, mainly for fish bait. If you could just do it for fish bait, I'm sure half of us would just shut up and just take it and be like, hey, that's as most as I want. Because let's face it, I don't really craft that much anymore. When I get a new recipe, yes, but I have so much inventory of crafting items that I don't need to craft multiple. It doesn't really bother me. But with fish bait, that is when it starts to get really annoying. And I never really noticed it before, because I would just respawn the fish. I'd scare them off, come back, have a new one there, and give it a go. Wait for the right size. But with the fish like the tuna and the blue marlin, and now since it's no longer April, by about 29 days, the giant trevally, and the mahi-mahi on the pier, specifically only on the pier. I run by the pier all the time. Every time I play the game in the morning and I make my area to the bottom right of my island, I run past the pier and I never see a fish shadow there. So I am forced to craft fish bait to get those fish there. Here's the thing, I've done about 30, dug up 30 clams, sat there, did the 30. It was in increments of 10. Like one day I got 10, the other day I got 10, the next day I got 10. Manila clams. Had to craft them one by one, incredibly annoying, and I didn't even get a size 6. It's not even like, oh, I screwed up and didn't get the size 6. It was all size 3s, maybe a couple of size 2s. I never saw a size 6 on the pier. So it's the fact that those fish are so hard to spawn. They require a huge amount of fish bait, like a huge amount. And the fact that you have to craft them one by one is just ridiculous and annoying. And it should be patched to give you a, how many do you want to craft? As many as I can. Because they have that option, as much as I can. How much would you like to donate for the bridge? As much as I can. How many fish baits would you like to craft? It's not rocket science here. It actually makes a lot of sense. And the fifth thing I would like change, and this is another one that I don't think I've heard anyone say before, I want to be able to actually preview flooring and wallpaper in the store before I buy it. I don't know why that's, I understand from Sahara, not be like, then you get a rare carpet or wallpaper and you're like, oh boy, I can't wait to take this home and see what it looks like. And even if you don't like it, you just put it in your storage, because why would you get rid of such a unique item that you can't buy from the store again? But when you're in the store and it's just a normal wall and you're like, oh, this wall looks cool. Does it have a window? I think the picture, the small little picture, the very small picture on the screen of the wallpaper that's like that big, because I can't tell what it looks like. I would like to see it take up a space on the wall in the store to where you can actually see what the wallpaper looks like. Mainly just the wallpaper. The flooring would be cool, especially if once you preview it, it doesn't leave the floor, so you can actually walk around and hear what the walking of the floor sounds like. Especially since there's so many store-bought flooring, it almost makes sense that one of the uniquenesses is the way it sounds when you walk on it. Thus, I would like to preview that, and with the wallpaper. I think it might actually show a little window on there, but why don't a lot of the wallpapers have windows? I really like the window mechanic. I really like the shutter, not the window mechanic. The windows are cool, but the shutters, how you can close the shutters on windows, and certain windows are different shaped and have different style shutters, is really cool, and something that I would like to be able to see in the preview before buying the wallpaper. It just makes sense. I know that was something that was in a lot of past games. That's probably where a lot of my ideas are coming from, because I've played every iteration except I think Wild World, and previewing flooring and wallpaper just seems like it makes sense, especially with the windows being the way they are, with the shutters. I just think that should be something that we should be able to preview, and it shouldn't be, it might be a little hard for them to implement that change, but it is something that it's just like, you know, now that I've got a big house, all I'm missing is the basement, that I have like 3.5 million bells, so I can totally pay it off and get it. Regardless, I like the windows and I like the shutter mechanics, and I just feel like it should be something that we should be able to preview before buying in the store. I don't know. Let me know down below, what do you think about all these 5 things that I said? And just to summarize what they were: meteor shower notification, tools breaking, and like a visual marker on the tool itself to let you know when it's gonna break, turning down recipes that you already own, mass crafting, and previewing wallpaper and carpet. Let me know what you think about all of those, or any of those. What are the changes you think that should be coming to the game? You know, there's probably going to end up being some more updates along the way. I think I heard they're going to be updating the game for 3 years with stuff, so hopefully we keep getting new stuff. The DLC, the added content, the post-launch content is really cool. It's really nice. I really like the way they've been handling that, but here are just some things that I didn't like. Do you agree? Disagree? Have thoughts of your own? Let me know down below. Smash that like button. Gently hit click the smash that like button, click that notification. I haven't said this in a while. Smash that like button, hit that sub button, gently click that notification bell, all of that other wonderful good stuff. I've been your boy Rebel, and until next time, peace.